Hello, I'm Barbara Lehman from the Bowen Center for the Study of the Family. The Bowen Center's opening fall conference will feature family emotional process in a variety of settings. With me today is the Reverend Dr. Kenton Derstine, who will be presenting on emotional process in faith communities. Thanks, Kenton, for being with us.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm glad to have this opportunity to put my thinking to this topic. It's a good one. As I understand it, emotional process within Bowen theory refers to the automatic aspects of human functioning that impact the relationship system. Sometimes these automatic aspects are commonly referred to as the fight, flight, freeze reactions. Bowen theory offers a way to observe and talk about this reactive process, whether it be between any two individuals or any individual in a group, and observe how the behavior of each is influenced by the behavior of the other. At times, this process seems obvious. Many times it is not. At least, it's not always so obvious to me in my faith community context. Bowen theory suggests that these emotional processes common to families get played out in any setting where people congregate. Whether they form groups outside the family, this includes communities of faith. And it appears that faith communities vary in the intensity of their emotional processes, just like families vary. Faith communities tend to get into particular patterns of reactivity, just like particular families do. And if you can see it, faith communities can transmit particular patterns across generations of pastors, of families. But here is the challenge. Murray Bowen frequently observed that the human has a remarkable incapacity to look at ourselves objectively. In other words, it's difficult to see how our own functioning impacts others and how our own functioning is shaped by the reactive processes that swirl about us. What this probably means is that most of us are much better at observing the reactive processes between others than those going on between ourselves and another, or between ourselves and the group. This can be quite problematic for any leader of any group, perhaps especially problematic for leaders of faith communities. Every 4 years when the Olympics roll around, I am always amazed at the capacity of expert commentators. I think about it especially during the diving or the gymnastics, whose seeing has been trained through years of participation and observing, perhaps as coaches, how instantaneously they can see the slight variations that make a dive or a move a 7, an 8, or a 9. And only with slow motion and the commentator's explanation can I even begin to see part of what they see. So every 4 years, this metaphor provides me a way of thinking about the challenge of seeing emotional process in my own family, in faith communities, and all the groups that I'm a part. However, there is hope here. Through Bowen theory, we can, and offers a way, I think, with consistent practice and effort, improve our seeing these emotional processes. My hope for me and for all who gather for this conference on the 7th is that we might enhance our capacity to see even a little bit better the emotional processes of which we are a part, how we're impacted, and how we're impacting others. Come join us.